Alright, this might sound confusing to some, but just listen along. Okay, professional matters. If you would complain about being early, complain about being late. Personal matters. If you wouldn't complain about being early, then don't complain about being late. Let's start with professional. Once again, if you would complain about being early, then complain about being late too. And this is all based off myself. So I've definitely found my times in plenty of situations where I've stressed on getting to work late or stressed about waking up late or something like that. So I've prepared myself earlier or woken up in advance and yada yada just to be either up earlier and have extra time ahead or to get to work early and just be at work earlier and probably end up clocking in early anyways. Now, although sometimes this can seem like a defeat because, oh my god, you might be tired as hell or something like that, whatever the case might be, it's really not a bad situation. And in professional matters, working more will actually get you higher in the chain by getting recognition of responsibility and consistency. And for my younglings, we can think about it in school as well. For instance, you get to school early or you get to class early. Say you have an assignment due that same day. You could either do it when you get to school early before class or when you get to that class early before the class starts instead of the day before, giving you more free time to play the game or whatever you want to do, which it would probably be better to just do it the day before. But initially, it gives you more time with the thought process of being early on professional matters is actually beneficial to you. It's not a drag, as draggy as it seems. Second, we're going to get into personal. And personal matters, I say if you wouldn't complain about being early, don't complain about being late. So for instance, there was a time where I was going to a club with some friends. And I wanted to have everything perfect so I could be pre-gamed and, have fun before and be ready to actually have fun when the time came. And I found myself in situations where even if I was in the car with friends, would all be rushing to go to the liquor store or something like that so we can get back to the apartment and actually chill out for a second before we go party or something like that. Instead of actually realizing that we're right there together. We have no real reason to rush. And in most of the times with my situations, we've just end up realizing that we'd start to spiral and get a little paranoid, but then we'll lock in and realize that we're there together and just start having fun. But inevitably, you would prevent yourself from actually experiencing the fun in the moment just because you wanted to make sure you had fun. And this is not a professional matter. We have no reason to rush. The club will still be open. They close at 2 a.m., right? And for me, it was I had to realize that the club closes at 2 a.m. Just because I'm not getting there at 11 o'clock exactly, I might lose an hour of time at the club, but I'm still enjoying my time with my friends. So with personal matters, that is where it differentiates, you know what I mean? And for a situation that anybody can relate to, I'm getting ready to cook my oatmeal. Now, I could be trying to multitask and do this video while I'm also making the oatmeal because I make my oatmeal a specific way and it kind of takes a second, but it tastes so good. But instead of spiraling and trying to do this and that and realizing that I'm getting overwhelmed by myself, I just decided to do my video first. I'm going to end the video and then I'm going to make my oatmeal. Why did I decide to do this, then that, instead of this and that, although I know I can multitask? Because I'm not rushing, I'm not stressing. It is 12:46 a.m. for me right now. And after I make this video, I'm just going to eat this oatmeal after I make it and watch my show. If I lose 5, 10, even 15 minutes, say I even lost an hour making this video, it wouldn't be anything bad for me. It would still be beneficial to me because my video will be made now. I'd still get my oatmeal. It's not like I don't have it or it won't be right there. It's not moving away from me. The gremlins can't even take it because I'm right here in front of it. With that being the case, you don't have to rush all the time if you don't have to actually rush in personal matters and things like that. And even in professional matters as well. If you don't have to rush, then don't rush yourself because you might be able to observe more and obtain more information and maybe fix errors, correct stuff, or, improve things. And when you're forced to be early or even choose to be early, use that time instead of complaining and dreading the time and letting the time go by and wasting it to actually do something beneficial because that is what the time is there for. Do that schoolwork. get that extra studying done. Eat some breakfast. The time is there for you, and you sitting there complaining about it will be the reason you wasted the time. So definitely do something with it.